like running for the marathon within your room? Or have you ever tried barking like a dog, barking like a puppy, saying wow, wow, all of the time? Have you ever tried following the cats and trying to chase the cats all around the room? Or have you ever tried being like a horse and trying to carry a child on your back? I'm sure most of you, like Toastmaster Moon, Toastmaster Nisi, and many other Toastmasters might have gone through the same situation. And most of us, we have yet to go through it. It was at the age of 12 when I got the first job of my life. And that was an offer from my auntie for me for babysitting. Hearing the word babysitting, I said no, a big no to babysitting, because I always hated playing with children, and simply babysitting wasn't my cup of tea. So I said no, I won't be able to go for it. But my auntie, she was clever enough to attract me. So she showed me dreams of owning a bicycle, that I could think of having my own bicycle and riding it and roaming around the city along with the group of my friends. And I said, all right, so it's just a matter of a month, and I would have happy time playing with your child for a month, and on the same way, I'll have my winter vacation passed as well. And I accepted the offer. But this offer and the first job of my life happened to be a really fun-filled and a learning experience for me. I'm sure for the most of the Toastmasters and guests as well, I think it's the same. Toastmaster Nisi, what was your first job?
As a teacher.
Toastmaster Moon, where did you experience the first job? And our guest, what was your first job?
Bank, I must say.
So, with no doubt, I can say that whatever the job might have been, your first job might have had a lot of impact on you, and will have in your later life as well. And that was similar with me. On the first day, I was provided with the basic job description by my auntie. The job description said to watch the sleeping child all day. And it was sometime to start preparing meal for the child, well, sometime to feed the child, and more often to play with the child. What I used to do was, I used to help the child playing football, trying to play it with a small tennis ball. And I used to be the horse, carrying him at my back and roaming around all around the room quite often. Although these things were some of the basics, I came to know about the commitment to work through it. I came to know about valuing time, and I came to know about having commitment and fulfilling it, along with considering the job description provided by someone superior to you. But apart from this, the child that I was taking care of, he helped me learn 5 major things. And those learnings, they are the learnings that every one of us, each one of you, can get by observing your toddlers or your child at home. The first learning I got was to live life spontaneously. The child Ayush, although he was little and he was a naughty child, he did not have anything to worry about. He used to welcome each and every moment that used to come by his life. He used to live life full of spontaneity. And I used to observe him observing the butterflies. He used to observe the butterflies and each and every fly that he sees in the garden. And he often used to look up the sky, looking for the birds, how they fly. And full of curiosity, one day he caught hold of the cat and took it on the balcony, and he ended up throwing it down the balcony. Just trying to see that whether the cat can fly. How spontaneously the children live. And the second thing that I learned from the child was to experience and to explore curiosity, to go beyond the limits, to explore what you are curious about. He was too much curious about how the red chili tasted. So one day he picked up the red chili and he tasted, turning himself red. And later on he came to know that it's not a well-ripe fruit, it's chili that is not to be eaten. And similar, one more incident happened was that, full of curiosity, one day he tried touching the candle and he really burned his hand. That I could relate to the stories that I got to study at my school. Through this, I came to know that if you have curiosity within your mind, then we at adult, what we do is that we keep it within ourselves. But as children, they try taking one step ahead. They try to explore and go beyond their limits. And this is what happens during childhood that we don't do now. And the third thing is to keep smile on face and to keep yourself happy. Whether be it smiling or whether be it the happiness that you see of the child. You could see them smiling and being them happy all day. That is what I learned from him. Whenever he used to see me having a ball in my hand, he used to have his mouth wide open and he used to come forward so that I could let him eat. And he used to finish off the whole ball so that at the end of eating the whole meal, he could dance on the music that I play with him. And he used to sing on his own language, saying na 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 na. And I, as an adult, I often used to join him. Although I was a child then, I used to join him with helping him sing along, saying na 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 na. And these were the moments that really kept a child happy. And us, if we want to be happy, we should get back to the childhood. The fourth thing that I learned from him was try things out. Whatever you want to do in life, just go for it and try things out. Because he wanted to see what happens with the paint. Once he saw his mom painting the flower vases, and in the afternoon I came to know that he painted the dog all red. That was the day I had to face serious scoldings from his mom. He was painting the dog red, and the white puppy turned red. You had to turn red because of the scoldings that his mom gave to me. And the fifth and the most important thing is that he taught me, you're never ever afraid to express and to love someone. Be it expressing the happiness, be it expressing the happiness or the joy when he sees his parents, or be it expressing the love for the loved ones. He never used to stop himself. He used to jump with joy whenever the parents come home, and he used to express love to the neighbors, so in flying kisses to all the neighbors, and even he never hesitated to kiss the cheeks of the beautiful girl that is downstairs, the daughter, that I always dreamed for. And this shows that life can be so much happy. You don't need to go for inspirational classes, or you don't need to go for inspirational course if you want to remain happy and enjoy each and every moment of the life. Ladies and gentlemen, you can just observe the toddlers in your family, and you can live a happy life, enriching each and every moment of your life. Back to the Toastmasters.